Mickey on the track.
Yeah, yeah, bitch, I hustle hard. Yeah, bitch, I hustle hard.
Hold up, wait a minute, I've been grinding for a long time.
Can't wait another minute, bitch, I'm on now.
Lately I've been steady and consistent, so I'm go shine.
Jay Bachelor, Hip Hop Weekly Magazine, live from Houston, Texas. How we always do, give you the latest and greatest in hip hop, the mainstream, the underground, people you don't know, people you do know, people you might know. This is a guy that it's his first time in front of our cameras on our website, hiphopweekly.com. So I want to go ahead and let that man introduce himself and give us a bit of background on you.
First and foremost, I'm Shine5ive, that's SHIND. The number 5, IVE, from Houston, Texas, east side to be exact. You know, that's where I grew up at, you know, in that area. And I'm an artist.
What kind of artist are you for the people that's not familiar with your music just yet?
I do hip hop.
Okay.
I do hip hop. I don't just rap. I do hip hop. I'm a big fan of hip hop. Real music. Real music. Not trap. I love trap music. Don't get me wrong. I love the 808s and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I like lyrical content.
So, before you decided to make a career out of music, who were some artists that inspired you or made you want to pursue a career in creating music?
Honestly, I'm 26. I grew up listening to a lot of Nas. A lot of Nas and a lot of Jay-Z.
Okay.
Growing up. And of course, you know, the Houston culture heavily influenced me. You know what I'm saying? Growing up listening to Fat Pat, and I had an uncle who used to, bang all this stuff way back then when I was a kid, but just listening to it as I got older, wrote, Trey the Truth, maybe in all that music, it definitely, inspired me to do music. One time, once upon a time, when I was a little younger, in my early years, I kind of used to do that same that zero flow, that tongue twister he be doing, but I had to grow out of that and find myself.
Find your own sound.
I had to find my own sound, but that's just how heavily I was influenced by it, so I pay a lot of homage to those guys.
Well, it makes sense that guys like, Trey and Zero had an impact on you. I mean, we are in Houston, Texas. Right. Makes a lot of sense. But what was it about artists like Nas and Jay-Z more so that you gravitated towards their sound?
I would honestly say, now that I'm older and mature enough to understand, I was attracted to the intellect, the lyrical content, talking about something, giving good knowledge, giving you music with substance.
Okay.
I got attracted to that as a young age because I always been a smart kid. I made some bad decisions, got into some trouble here and there, but I always kind of been a smart kid with supreme understanding. So even at that age, just going through the struggles that I went through as a kid, within my household, them gentlemen background and what they going through and what they rap about, or what they went through and what they rap about. It attracted me a lot, and that's why I like, the new artists like Cole,
You a Kendrick fan?
Big fan of Kendrick. Yeah,
okay.
that's my favorite right now. I like Drake. He got some substance. He nice with it. There's a few cats out there. I try to do the Uzi Vert here and there when I'm working out or something, but I can't just really just vibe to it.
Yeah, you like some real, something you can carry with you. So let me ask you this: as far as your own music, how often do you write? How often do you record?
Oh man, I write daily.
Okay.
I'm not on the major platform yet, so I still work a 9 to 5. I still go to work every day, but I actually find time, within my day, whether it's on probably my lunch break, or if I get to work early, I'm sitting in the parking lot. There's some music I need to work on. I got my instrumental playing, and I'm writing in my phone. I write daily. That's how you got to exercise and execute. That's how you show your skill.
Definitely. Now, it's because you're creating so much content, what we like to do is always give the artist a chance to initiate our audience with their music, with your music. So what are 3 songs by you that are online now they can check out, and tell us what makes each of those records significant?
Lately, I've been doing freestyles. I did a freestyle to that Cut It, which is mine, called, F It.
Okay,
You know?
got it. OT Genesis cut it, right,
Yeah,
right.
I got that on my YouTube channel. I just dropped one to that Bad and Bougie, and I'm gonna drop another one this week called Divide and Conquer. Divide and Conquer is one I did to a Kendrick Lamar beat, which was called Poor Man's Dreams.
Okay.
I love that beat. I love that song for the longest, and I had to grab it. But the other two beats was just more up tempo. I feel like, you know, I wanted to show people that you could get on beats like that and still be yourself. You don't have to talk about dope. You don't have to talk about women. You don't have to talk about designer and all that materialistic, you know, stuff. You can actually get on there and just spit some bars. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I wanted to do that, but those freestyles up. But I'm gonna drop a video real soon, man, that they have a lot of substance in this original material. And that one is actually called "You Ain't Shit." And that's a great video, man, and I want the people to stay tuned. I say give me about 2 weeks. You know, we're taking our time because we actually want to try to put it on world stuff.
Definitely.
So,
Do you have a circle of people that you consult when it comes to your music, or you just make it and put it out there? How does that go?
I have a few close friends that I admire their opinion, and I may ask, but as far as, you know, just like you say, people to consult with, no, not really, because I'm one of those artists. I'm very independent, you know, and I mean it. Like, you know, I have a good friend of mine, Kirby, another good friend, Kendrick, you know, who helped me, you know, on a lot of decision making and probably, you know, financial side. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like having, you know, major people, you know, I don't. You know, I like it that way because it keeps my originality, and for me to do what I want to do with my creativity.
Right.
I don't have to answer to a manager. I don't have to answer to this person, that person. If Shine5ive want to drop a record tonight, I could do that tonight. You know
Good.
what I'm saying?
Very good.
That's just my opinion towards that.
I want to kind of talk about just the scene in Houston, because the kind of music you're creating is somewhat different than what's popular in the city right now. So what have been some of the benefits and drawbacks of being such a unique hip-hop artist in a city like Houston?
The benefits. We'll start off with the benefits. The benefits, I say, because Houston is really, it's a lot of, what I notice, a lot of artists complain about, well, local artists, and a couple artists that I know, we complain about not really having the advantages that we would like to have. But like I tell people, Houston is a music city. It's like Atlanta, it's like New York. You know, it's just, you have to know how to utilize, you know, the utilities that you have, you know what I'm saying, and not be lazy. A lot of artists are lazy, like, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to invest in themselves, you know, a lot of people think it just stop at putting music online. Hey man, click the link. You know, half of the people on your social media is not even gonna click the link. Right. They just go stroll it, you know, and go on to, you know, the next whatever picture, whatever attracts their attention. You know what I'm saying? So it's about getting out there, you know, and really, you know, getting that exposure. You know, investing in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just like I reached out to, you know, you all. Like, man, what does it take to, you know, do an interview? What I got to do? You know, how much? But anyways, a lot of individuals, they just wanted to come to them, you know, to them. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of disadvantages, you know, because we have our culture. 84, Swanger, Candy Paint, you know, that whole culture, and a lot of people are shared within that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have a beat like that, you know, that's typical that goes with that type of material. Your content is not, you know, that type of material for someone to, you know, jam out in the club or jam before they go to the club, or when they, you know, get in whatever zone they want to get in. A lot of times, you know, your music or the appreciation that you have for real hip hop could go unnoticed. You know what I'm saying? And you know, because it done been some times where I probably play my music to someone, you know, and I know it's some good stuff. Right. I know it's some good shit, but just looking at reading their body language, you know, and they're not really vibing to it, it bothers me. But then when I get to know that person and their background, what they're attracted to, you know, ear-wise and far as the type of music they like, I understand why, and I don't get upset, because a lot of people from Houston, we locked in their shell. You know what I'm saying? You know, as you see. The twins, you know, the South, you know, big up to them, and I respect what they're doing, but a lot of people, that's what they want to do, like, you know, because Walker, he took the wave and it took off, and a lot of people is following. There's nothing wrong with, you know, showing appreciation and acknowledging his originality, but you have to find yourself.
Right.
Everybody can't rap like Waka.
Right.
He made that's a unique flow that's only one of a kind. I haven't heard nobody do it really, to perfection but him. But you got so many artists that try to, rap like, no. They try to steal this. And that's one thing that I dislike, about the Houston culture. But,
right.
just, I stay true to myself, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And no matter what wave or what's hot at the moment or what's going on around the city, I feel like, Shine5ive still going to continue to do Shine5ive.
Definitely. What was your biggest or most proudest achievement as far as music goes in 2016?
Probably doing a visual.
Okay.
Honestly, as long as I've been doing music, I done my first visual last year, which was a song called Temporary Confinement. Mm-hmm. For the brothers and sisters that's incarcerated, which is, we all know some half people, they've been down that road. I've been down that road myself, we're gonna get to that. But I did that video with my boy Deezy. He popping right now on the South. He doing a bunch of stuff with guys out of Third Ward, Cal Wayne, and that whole camp, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like that was my biggest achievement because I have been saying for the longest, I want to do one. Yeah. I want to do one, Yeah. I want to do a visual, But
was it a fun experience?
Very.
Yeah.
Very.
A lot of work?
And I wouldn't say that. It's natural. To some people it's just natural. It's not really hard or difficult when it's a gift that, the creator gave. It's not. But it was fun, and that's still probably, I've done a few videos since then. It's probably still one of my favorite ones. And it was simple. Simple, if you haven't seen it, man, it's on YouTube. It's called Temporary Confinement by Shine5ive. It was simple. We didn't really have a large budget, what I'm saying, to do nothing extravagant, but it came out very well, and they have a lot of substance in it.
Talking to you, I would never imagine you, a person like yourself, in that kind of situation, but you got the record, Temporary Confinement. You talked about it a little bit. Can you indulge a little bit more?
Yeah, no problem. I'm very open and comfortable with that. Mm-hmm. Back in 2005, August 2005 to be exact, I was 15. Mm-hmm. I got incarcerated for aggravated robbery. Mm-hmm. And a couple, individuals that I grew up with, we decided to do something foolish, Mm-hmm. And one of the individuals, ended up, how they go. One person get caught if you're not solid like that. Of course, he's gonna point the finger and tell on everyone else. But that happened, and I got sentenced to 10 years when I was 16.
Whoa.
Yeah, June 21st to be exact, 2006. They sentenced me to 10 years. They certified me as an adult, because I was in a juvenile fighting my case for probably like a good 10, 11 months. Uh-huh. And then at the end of 2015, they decided to certify me as an adult, sent me to the county,
So why did they, you're 15 years old, most people would consider a teenager, a child still.
Correct.
In your case, why did they consider you an adult?
Man, Harris County is messed up. Texas is messed up, period, when it comes to that, for black men, that's, But it's just like, I guess the seriousness of the case, you know what I'm saying, being that like, when you're dealing with robberies and murders and stuff like that, what I'm saying? I guess they feel like.
Well, there was a homicide involved?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Not at all. No,
okay.
It didn't get that brutal at all.
Okay.
But I guess they just feel like, you've grown enough to put yourself in that position to do that crime. Mm-hmm. We go try you as an adult and see if you can do that time. But I just assumed, that's why. But yeah, they gave me 10 years, man, and I went to TDC. I went to TDC in Texas. They have a youth offender program where they start out, if you get certified as an adult, they put you in that particular program until you turn 18.
And then you should go to the big boy.
Well, you actually own a prison.
Oh.
Well, adults said they just have y'all separated as far as, y'all living situation.
So you're staying with people your age?
No, yeah, you're staying with people your age, but it's a regular prison, for adults. Okay. And once you turn 18, they depend on your record, as far as like if you've been tripping in that fight or getting in trouble,
right.
Disrespecting staff, whatever.
Right.
But if you got you've been cool, they'll keep you on that particular unit and just put you in general population with the adults.
Okay.
But if you've been acting a fool, doing what you do, thugging in there, they probably ship you somewhere else. But when I turned 18, they shipped me to a unit called Telford. I was on a unit called Clemens. That's where they had that program at. Turned 18, they shipped me to a unit called
So were
Telford.
you getting in trouble? in there? Because you said
not-
if you behave, you're good. They do something. If you're not good, they ship you out. They shipped you out.
Yeah, they
so
did.
You got into a little bit of.
They did. I got into a little bit. Like I tell people,
Right.
you know, I never paint the picture as if I was just down there, this hard, you know, tough individual. But you know, like I tell them, it's just like anywhere else you go in life. You know, you're gonna have obstacles.
Right.
You're gonna have obstacles. You're gonna have individuals that may not like you for no reason. You're gonna have people who go, you know, really test your manhood. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you're gonna have to demand your respect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the little situations that I got in a lot of times, it was you know, demanding their respect. You know what I'm saying? That I deserved because I don't gangbang.
Right.
And that system, you know, that's what it's about. That's major in there, you know, gang bangs and cliques and all that, you know what I'm saying?
It's really real in there.
Yeah, it's very divided, you know, with that and racial, you know, racial wise. So just dealing with all that and a bunch of, you know, you have, like I tell people, you have different, you know, kinds of people. Every, you know, from, you know, the pimps, the hustlers, the gangsters, you know, whatever you can think of, you have that type of person in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So with all those people trying to function around one another, it's gonna be funk, it's gonna be altercation.
So out of the 10, how many years have you had to end up serving?
I did 5.5.
Okay.
I did 5 years and 7 months to be exact. In my
Okay.
sentence. Yeah, I made parole. Cause while I was down there, you know what I'm saying, it had its cons, but it had its pros too, you know, because the way I chose to do my time. Like I went in so young, you know, once I turned like, I say probably 19 going on 20, I used to chill with a bunch of old school cats, you know, a bunch of Muslims, you know, and a bunch of brothers with, you know, with supreme understanding, you know, and they used to just sit down and talk to me, and, you know, they liked me because I was so mature for my age, you know. But I started getting into school. They started, you know, pushing me toward the school, you know, to get my GED. Then after that, you know, I enrolled in college, you know, started working on my associates and just doing different things, you know what I'm saying? Because all that stuff is positive. All those positive things look good when you go in front of the parole board.
Of course.
So when I came up for parole, they ended up giving me what they call a FI3. And I had to do a little program they have called Changes, excuse me, and then I came home from there in 2011.
So you came back home and immediately knew you wanted to do music, or that came later?
Nah, actually, I was doing music in there. I was writing a bunch of music in there.
Got you.
You have a bunch of talented people in there that kind of, it's competitive. And they force you to, like, you know, want to do better. So, you know, I was writing in there consistently. When I came home, I decided to take it seriously because, like I told you, I've been doing music since I was a kid.
Right,
The talent been there, but it's like, it never been something that I wanted to take seriously until I decided, like, hey man, you got this. Like, what you gonna do? What do you want to do with your life?
Interesting story, man. I mean, incredible journey, and I feel like hopefully we'll get to learn more of that through your music. You know, this is the first time you've been in front of our audience. I want to thank you for that. Let us know what's the next thing to look out for from you, and then also hit us with your social media before we go.
So, no problem. Thank you. The next thing we're looking at for Shine5ive is I got three projects, all three before the summer or during the summer, because I feel like it's overdue.
Right.
That's why I'm doing three. You know, and I have one called Unpopular Opinion, which is going to be more of conscious material. You know, because I'm trying to reach all different audiences. I have one called Mixed Emotions. That'll be more, you know, relationships and stuff for the women. You know what I'm saying, for that audience. And then I'm going to drop something else called I Hustle. And that's gonna be more for, you know, the people who just they looking for a high 808, you know, a nice beat, you know what I'm saying? Something they can bang out in their system with, you know, some up tempo and catchy lyrics. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to do. I'm gonna drop all those projects. That's my goal, and I'm gonna, you know, I got some people around me that's really pushing me and holding me up to that. So I gotta make it happen. But I want to drop all three of those projects, you know, sometime during this summer. I'm actually gonna drop Unpopular Opinion. And let my boy DJ Pat host it probably this month. I'm aiming towards the end of this month. I got the cover and all that already done for it.
Nice.
And
nice.
Yeah, and I'm doing visuals, man. I'm booked for 4 visuals. You know, 2 with my boy Creative J and 2 more with my boy Big Boy. Yeah.
So you working?
Yeah, I'm working. You gotta stay consistent.
You gotta stay working. You gotta stay busy. You gotta keep your eyes on the prize, man. Hit us with your social. Where can we find you online? Keep up with you.
I'm on everything except Twitter, man. I haven't really gotten to Twitter yet, man. I don't have Twitter fingers, you know.
Yeah.
I really don't. I be trying to, but I don't have Twitter fingers, you know, because with Twitter you gotta stay like active, up to date. Hey,
Right.
I'm here. I went here, you know. They food is good. Like you gotta stay really active with that. But
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram, Shine5ive Music.
Right.
Again, it's Shine5, SHINE, the number 5, IVE, music. But Shine5ive Music, YouTube, you know, I got a YouTube channel, Shine5, Instagram, Shine5 again, you know what I'm saying, and Facebook, you know, Facebook they done changed to we got to use our government names, you know, now. So it's Paris, P-A-R-I-E-C, Shine Brown. So Paris Shine Brown, I'm on Facebook. Yeah, that's where you can find me at, man. And pretty much, you know, going on there, you can find the rest of the links, you know, because I post, you know, things off in different flyers. If I drop on music on SoundCloud or here, I tell people, hey, go check it out there, you know, so you can pretty much find me, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely. Man, I want to thank you so much on behalf of Hip Hop Weekly, on behalf of Houston, man, for, you know, giving us some positive stuff we can be proud of, a different flavor, you know. It's always interesting when artists bring something different and unique to the table. You're definitely doing that. Keep us updated with the music, man. Keep sending us the visuals, the records. Want to keep up to date. Jay Bachelor, Hip Hop Weekly magazine, and we out.
All of your music annoying. Trying to maintain my employment. $1,200 for child support. $1,200 for child support? Why did I sleep with the lousy whore?